Live on YouTube, it's OEHL Hockey from the Floss Elmvale Community Arena in Elmvale, Ontario, Canada, for this afternoon's OEHL North Division matchup between the two-time defending champion Minto 81s and the Elmvale Harvesters. Today's game is brought to you by ClearPath Insurance Broker, by Quail's Brewery, by Hardship Acres Landscaping, by Chandler Transport, by Construction Equipment Supply, and by Bourgeois Ford Dealers in Midland, Ontario, Canada. It's live OEHL Hockey on YouTube from Elmvale. That is correct, everyone. Andrew Rodgers here with you for live OEHL Hockey from the Floss Elmvale Community Arena here in Elmvale, Ontario, Canada, for this afternoon's North Division matchup between the two-time defending champion Minto 81s and their 8-5-1 record, along with the home Elmvale Harvesters, the number 2 seed in the North at 12-4-1. Andrew Rodgers is my name. Great to be with you here this afternoon in Elmvale. Just want to thank Jared Robertson and his entire staff and so last night in the OEHL in the North, we saw 3 games. The Minto 81s defeating the Georgian Bay Apple Kings by a score of 5-1. You had Elmvale defeating Ripley 4-1 on the road. And then you had Durham defeating Creemore 9-3 and taking care of business on the road. Durham continues to absolutely be on a roll here. Elsewhere in the South, there were 4 games. Petrolia winning in a shootout over Tillsonburg 6-5. You had Seaforth over Erin in overtime, 5-4. You had Tavistock over Dunnville, 7-3. And Milverton defeating Delhi 6-2 at the Delhi Community Arena. The standings in the South. Seaforth leads Erin by 4 points. You have Petrolia solely in third at 22. Tavistock in fourth at 20. Alora in fifth at 18. You have Dunnville in sixth at 16. Tillsonburg and Milverton. Tillsonburg 1 point ahead of Milverton for that 8th playoff spot in the South. The play-in, of course, is 8 versus 9. 7 moves on to the best of with Erin at the number 2. Over in the North, after last night's action, Ripley 1 point ahead of Elmvale. Elmvale 1 point ahead of Durham. Durham 2 up on Saugeen Shores, but with 3 games in hand. Georgian Bay in 5th at 18, Minto in 6th at 17, but they have lots of games in hand on everybody they're chasing. Shelburne 8, Lucknow 7, Creemore 4. As far as today goes, there are only 2 games in the OEHL today, and they are both in the North Division. Lucknow is in Ripley, currently taking on the Ripley Wolves. That started at 2:30, and I just want to check and see on that. You just have to give me a moment here. Just going to double check the out-of-town scores. Like I say, Ripley in Lucknow, Lucknow in Ripley. Ripley currently leads 5-2 in the hockey game. At last check, they're about 7 minutes in the third, and that just updated on Game Sheet. So Ripley looking to take control of their home ice and win against Lucknow, which would mean for Elmvale to keep pace, they would have to beat the 2-time defending champions here this afternoon at the Floss Elmvale Community Arena. Elmvale Harvesters and the Minto 81s. Let's take a look at the 81s roster. Not playing, not dressed. Number 1, Ben Nelson. The starting goaltender is number 31, Jonathan Reinhardt. He is 5-5-1 on the season. The backup tonight is number 35, Thomas Gaynor. not dressed, not playing for Minto. Number 7, Trent Verbeek. Number 17, Benson Moore. Number 19, Craig McKegg. Number 23, Matt Murray. Number 26, Dylan Richardson. Number 44, Keaton Willis. Number 47, Adam Lagazzo. And number 55, Riley Cribben. In the lineup is number 72, Eric Margot. Also in the lineup is number 17, Mason Cohn. And number 20, Blake Nickel. Not playing in the game either is Adam Kowalik. So that is your Minto roster for this afternoon here in Elmvale. The Elmvale roster is as follows. The starting goaltender tonight is number 1, Noah Featherson Howe Gow. He is 6-3 on the season. The backup tonight is number 31, Andrew Best. Not playing, not dressed. Number 4, Jared Robertson. Number 8, Tanner Main. Number 10, Brad Boudreau. Number 18, Derek Sweeney. Number 23, Steve Haluziak. Number 24, Jeremy Robertson. And that concludes the scratches for the Elmvale Harvesters here this afternoon. So all hands on deck for this North Division matchup between the Elmvale Harvesters and the Minto 81s. Andrew Rodgers with you for play-by-play here this afternoon at the Floss Elmvale Community Arena here in Elmvale, Ontario, Canada. Anthem and Puck Drop coming up here shortly. We'll be on tap for that. You're watching live OEHL hockey on YouTube on the Elmvale Harvesters YouTube channel. Live on YouTube, it's OEHL hockey from the Floss Elmvale Community Arena in Elmvale, Ontario, Canada, for this afternoon's OEHL North Division matchup between the two-time defending champion Minto 81s and the Elmvale Harvesters. Today's game is brought to you by ClearPath Insurance Broker, by Quails Brewery, by Hardship Acres Landscaping, by Chandler Transport, by Construction Equipment Supply, and by Bourgeois Ford Dealers in Midland, Ontario, Canada. It's live OEHL hockey on YouTube from Elmvale.
play mini sticks with his friends and cheers on the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Elmville Harvesters when they make great snipes and lay big hits. Jack is a proud Wyville Wildcat and is playing for his second year as an Elmville Coyote with the U7 Local League 2 team. Today's referees are Jeff Lees and Corey Bannerman. The game will be lined by Ryan Jackson and Adam Hata. Today, here is the starting lineup for your Minto 81s. At left wing, number 25, Chase Herford. At right wing, number 8, Blair Bouchard. At center, number 81, Ella Warren. At defense, number 20, Blake Nickel. At defense, number 27, Brendan Clayton. And starting at goal, number 31, Jonathan Reinhardt. Lineup for your Elmville Harvesters. At left wing, number 19, Jordan Fuller. At right wing, number 9, Jacob Kelly. At center, number 96, Ryan Young. At defense, number 3, Riley Pitt. At defense, number 49, David Pierce. And starting the goal for your Elmville Harvesters, number 1, Noah Featherston Gow.
YouTube.
Okay, all right. Cool.
Just search Elmville Harvesters.
Elmville Harvesters. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. You're welcome.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, in honor of this great nation that we call home, please rise if you're able, remove your caps, and join the Herodias Centennial Elementary School Choir in the singing of our national anthem.
Spectacular.
Thank you to all 30 of those kids singing in Canada.
That was awesome.
As a reminder to the parents, please, if you have time, grab your children up
Grab your kids. If you have time, yeah. Otherwise, they might get in on the game action. That was spectacular. That was worth the 2-hour trip. That was outstanding. Very cool. Very, very, very cool. Welcome in. This is the Elmville Harvesters alternate feed. I'm not running on that cam. I'm running on this one. So it's not even on the automated one. I have to run it, but that's okay. Here I am in Elmville for the Elmville Harvesters and the 2-time defending champion Minto 81s. Minto comes in here off a win last night, a 5-1 win over the Georgian Bay Apple Kings in Palmerston. The Elmville Harvesters taking down the top-seeded Ripley Wolves last night by a score of 4-1. That was in Ripley. So big game for both teams, and every game right now has playoff standing implications. But we're about ready to go. Starting goaltender for Minto, Jonathan Reinhardt, and starting in Elmville, number 1, Noah Featherston Howe, and we are underway. Andrew Rodgers on the play-by-play with you. Great to be here. Riley Pitt brings it ahead. He'll go to the outside. Pitt challenged there by Blake Nickel, number 20. Makes his season debut for Minto here. This puck is in deep. Clayton. Brendan Clayton, number 27. Will be played away. Nickel to Ted Nickel, and it's up into the neutral zone now. And across the line they come. Trying to get it there is 72, Eric Margot, and Jordan Fuller plays it ahead. Now it's going to be Jacob Kelly playing it in. He'll go to the bench. Puck deep in the Minto zone, and they'll settle it there. Now it's going to be Ted Nickel, number 21. Plays it across. Blake Nickel ahead. Tipped and into the Elmville zone. Back to get it. Elmville in their own end to the line and out. Now it's Peyton McIsaac throwing it across to Jordan Alexander. It's in the Elmville zone on the onside, and it's played across. We're early on here in the first period in Elmville. Andrew Rodgers with you. Great to be here. This will be played by Minto ahead. Over to Captain Caleb Warren. Warren shoots, that's wide. McIsaac keeps it in. He'll shoot off a body. Featherston Howe missed the save, and he'll hang on. Andrew Rodgers on the play-by-play with you. Not on my normal YouTube channel, that's at the Real Raji 21, but we're on the Elmville Harvesters YouTube channel, on the alternate channel to their normal, which is the automated cam, and yeah, there's a shot. Good save by Featherston Howe, and it'll be turned out by Elmville. This one all the way into the Minto zone, right in on Reinhardt, and he'll hold it with pressure coming from number 21, Cam Cochran. Like I say, early on here in the first period, Minto 81's in the visiting all whites, while Elmville dons the home all reds. Sharp jerseys for Elmville, got to give them credit for that. Expansion team in the OEHL this year in their second place in the north. This one's in across the line, they come. Stephen Grant to the corner. Minto battling for it, they get it. Back to the line, there's a shot. Deflected loose. Good save, Featherston Howe. And Pitt will play this into the neutral zone. Ahead is Edmonds, but he had it stripped, and now it's going to be Minto playing it ahead. To the line, it'll be picked off. Lavergiere, he gets it stripped away, and Minto's going to skate it the other way. Mason Cohn, he avoided a check, got it into the Elmville zone. Back to get it is Pitt. He'll play it across. This is Devin Shorman. He'll go ahead into the zone with it. Goes to the corner, and his shot bounded off a body and wide, and that's chipped into the Minto zone and out of play. Shorman making his return to the Elmville lineup after a brief one. As one more skater for the Elmville Harvesters makes his way, and they'll redo this face-off. Play back, Pierce shoots, good save, Reinhardt. Into the middle, whoa, couple collide. That was a crash course in the slot area of Minto, and everybody looks to be all right. Here comes Minto up the boards, and in across the line was Ted Nickel. He dropped, and now it's breakaway there from Jordan Fuller, but Reinhardt getting a piece of that. This will be played ahead by Minto. They're going to bring it in across the zone. Here's a shot wide of Featherston Haugal, and it's all the way back into the Minto zone. Played back by Clayton. Now to be played ahead out of the reach of Warren, and Pierce has it. He'll play it across. This is Pitt, or Sweeney, I think. Oh no, it's Shorman who brings it ahead. Shorman into the zone, shoots wide, glove hand side. Now it's Clayton, he'll tip it out. Elmvale with time in their own end to bring it back in their zone. It'll be played ahead, but picked off by Minto. They're going to bring it ahead. Clayton tried to drop. It was intercepted by Elmville. This will be played up the boards. And it's going to come out of the zone as Elmville tries to get it ahead, and they do. Kelly going to the net. Now he's in the slot area.